welcome to episode 39 of Out of Wenger'S Shadow on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode is the pre-season and transfer special edition. As you can see, it is the 1st of July. Pre-season friendlies have already been penciled in, but the first thing to do is to have a look at the squad as it stands now, and that's coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the squad as it stands now. As you can see, we've got two goalkeepers. We've got 2.5-star 36-year-old Koen Casteels, and we've got 2-star 31-year-old Gauthier Larsonneur. So goalkeeper is definitely an area we need to look to strengthen. Right back, I think we're fine. We've got a 3-star and a 2.5-star player, and that's fine. Centre back, we are well stocked. We've got 4 pretty decent centre backs. Defensive midfield, we've only got 1, and that is Oliver Skipp. So I am going to be looking to bring in a defensive midfielder. In terms of central midfielders, we've got 2 decent ones nominally. I'm going to look to move Nabil Bentaleb on. In fact, he's out of contract, so I can just release him. But looking at the attacking midfielders, Haraldson can also play central midfield, as can Yaziki. Veron can't. In fact, Veron's not a central midfielder anyway. So it's just Haraldson and Yaziki who can both play in central midfield. So that will leave us with 4, and I think that's fine. So we're probably not looking at buying a central midfielder. Moving on to the right wing, and we've got 2 very good options in there in Jagrova and Santos. On the left hand side, we've got Veron and Sotil, both okay, perfectly capable. And then we've got 3 pretty decent options up front in Jonathan David, Faris and Arezzo. So I'm probably only looking at a couple of signings over the course of the transfer window. So I'll be back in a moment to show you the first players that I've taken a look at. Okay, well, it is now the 9th of July, and we've got our first signing of pre-season through the door. But before I tell you more about Tom Bischoff, I'll just tell you that we've let 4 players leave. Vincent Burley, Jean-Sylvain Timon, Louis Pinto and Ignacio Miramon have all left the club. The first 3, when their contracts expired, have left on a free. And Miramon joins Racing Club for 3.7, rising to 4.7 million. But over to the incomings, and Tom Bischoff from Hoffenheim is a central midfielder who can also play defensive midfield, and he's 23. Got 19 caps for the Germany under-21s, yet to get a senior cap. But we think that'll change pretty soon, and I'm delighted to get him in. And I'll be back in a moment to tell you about the next signing. Okay, well, it is now the 29th of July, and due to European football kicking in very early for us this season, our final pre-season friendly has already taken place, so it's time for me to give you the final transfer update. And as you can see, we've made 1 further signing with 1 more player leaving. So starting with the player leaving, Exos Atipo has gone to Po on loan. And importantly, coming in is Wally Yonk from Manchester United for a fee listed as £40 million, rising to 60 million. It's a little more complicated than that, but he's a 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential goalkeeper who has already got 27 caps for South Africa at the age of just 19. So he's got a massive future ahead of him, and I'm delighted to get him in. He's 6'1", so he's not massive, but he is one that I'm very excited about for the future. So with the transfer business concluded, I'll be back in a moment to show you the squad as it looks now. Okay, here is the squad, and we begin with the goalkeepers. We've got 3 of them, and as you can see, new signing Wally Yonk is already as good as last season's first choice keeper Kern Casteels, who is now 36. So I am going to be looking to move Casteels on. Larsene will stay this season as backup. Wally Yonk will be our new first choice keeper at the age of just 19. So moving on to the right backs, and we've got 2 of those. We've got Gazibegovic and Festi Ebaseli, who can play at right back. And Gazibegovic is marginally better, so he'll be the first choice right back. Then in terms of centre backs, we've got a total of 4, and they're all decent. So we've got Gabia, Diaki, Riyad and Yoro. In terms of left backs, we've got 2 in Alex Valle and our left wing back Angelino. Moving on to defensive midfield, that's an area I was hoping to strengthen, haven't been able to. We've only got Oliver Skip who can play in there officially. Others can fill in. In terms of central midfield, we've got Bacciarina, Asilani and new signing Bischoff. But also we've got Haraldson and Yaziki who can play in there. So that's those 2 taken care of, as well as our central midfield players there. And on the right hand side, Zhigrova and Santos, with Veron and Sotil on the left. And then up front we've got the trio of Jonathan David, Faris and Arezzo. So we are we're reasonably well set. So with the squad shown to you, I'll be back in a moment to show you the results from pre-season. Okay, well, as you can see, pre-season was a bit of a damp squib, to be quite honest. We did play some tough games, but a 1-1 draw away to Tromsø was a disappointing start. 2-2 at home to Feyenoord isn't awful. Neither is a 1-1 draw with Ajax at home. Defeat to PSV was slightly disappointing. The draw with Barcelona was very encouraging indeed, and we then followed that up with a home win over Roubaix by 12 goals to 0, which was deliberately put in there to boost confidence at the end of pre-season. So with that rounded up, I'll be back in a moment to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, before I tell you what's coming up on the next episode, I'm going to show you the predicted league table and the media Dream 11. As you can see, we are predicted to finish 5th in the table. Odds of 20-1 on us winning the league. PSG once again odds on favourites for the title. And in terms of the media Dream 11, it consists of 9 PSG players and 2 players from Nice. So no surprise to see those 2 as the favourites to finish in the top 2, but we are at least fancied to challenge for a Champions League spot. So with that done, let's have a look at what's coming up on the next episode. And I am going to show you the Trophée des Champions against Paris Saint-Germain. And I'm going to show you the first leg of our Champions League tie against Sturm Graz. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.